Cleanup 101. Wooden knife. Angle. Just get this baby rolling a little bit. Start in the center, and you can just drag this all the way out. And look at that, my batten is perfectly clean. Isn't that lovely? Then I take a little towel, just get that outside edge. I can pop this off and wipe the back and put this back up. All of the bats are up there. You will find that all but I think 1 or 2 wheels have these bat pins. If you have bat pins, you need a bat. Otherwise, it is a great way to break your pinky finger. Like, it hurts. Hurts. Bat pins require a bat. Some of them are warped. When you put it down on your wheel, if you find that it jiggles, flip it over, and then it's not warped anymore. Right? Okay. So now I also like to do this outside edge with my knife tool to clean that up, and I do this all with the splash pan on because then I don't have to clean up the floor where this would all be going into. All right. Wheel heads need to be dry or they rust, or they don't rust, they oxidize. Okay, then, this is so awesome. Like, cleanup is so easy. So these little splash pans just slide straight out, right? You don't have to force them, you don't have to work them, you just slide them, right? This is our one place where we do wind up with a quagmire is at the reclaim or slop bucket. So all the clay crap that's in your splash pan goes in here, right? If it does not go through the grate easily, then it goes into reincarnation. Right, so that should be pretty easy. If it doesn't go through right away, I'll show you what you do. But I don't want you forcing clay through here with like big tools or anything, because this, what this does is it keeps us from, your tools. A lot of people accidentally leave tools in their splash pans, and then if we don't have the grate over it, then that all gets dumped in here, and then you guys who have made clay know, right, how unpleasant it would be to come across a needle tool as you're scraping that all out by hand. I've had it happen. It hurts.
Oh my gosh.
So then when the clay doesn't all go through, just do that and it all drops. Now I've got 2 nice splash pans. Gonna come right over here. I'm just gonna dunk them. I am going to take my sponge. Gonna not run water. I left this a little too long. I'm just gonna do one for the sake of that. It's a little messy, but we've got 4 sinks, so you should be able to coordinate with your other sink person so that you're not all hovering around here at the same time. And that's what's kind of nice about knowing what sink you're going to, because you can talk to each other and be like, do you want to clean up first or should I, you know? So find out who your sink pal is. Okay, so that is clean, right? We're not going to ever eat dinner off of these. That said, we don't want them to look gnarly. And then, like my wheel, you can see is kind of yellow, kind of pea yellow. It's kind of gross because I use a lot of really dark iron-rich clay, and because I don't always clean up on time, so it gets stained. You can take your tools. You've got your nice big fluffy sponge. Take your tools, sponge those off. And some people leave their tools dirty. That's all right. No harm, no foul. I like to be able to start each day with nice clean tools when I have time. Okay, you can figure out how that goes, right? Then, I still have this nice little sponge in my hand, and I've got this little bucket with some water in it, so I'm just gonna use some of this super quick. And if you don't have any water in your bucket, just add more water. Oh, people always ask this, filling up water buckets. Yes, feel free to please run water into your bucket. You don't want to be using that slop water on your nice new pots. There we go. This is done. Slide my splash pans back, and then your bucket with the water in it, you just want to put it in your locker. Because this will, right now it's a big foggy mess of goo, but your instinct would be to dump it into the reclaim bucket. But if everybody puts a gallon of water in there every day. That thing fills up with water in no time, and it's just silly. So you let it settle out, and then when you come back to class, you can dump the water in the right-hand side of the sink, dump the slop at the bottom of the bucket into the slop bucket, and then we don't have to turn over the slop bucket quite as often. Does that make sense? Awesome. That's cleanup.